Last time we met, the team was trying to find a route from Kiefer Lake Lodge to Kalamalka Lake. Unfortunately, not everything on a map is always 100% correct. Sometimes what you think should be roads are in fact something an ATV might have trouble getting through. So we abandoned the attempt, waiting for a warmer weather window before giving it a second go. So the route, as it stands, takes place in the beautiful Okanagan Valley, starting here at Kiefer Lake Lodge and ending here in Penticton. This episode, Nat and Mike are expeditiously trying to find a route that goes from here to here, without having the competitors ride for long periods of time on the highway. The problem is that one of the main routes that cuts through points A to B is actually private land, and the landowners weren't too keen on having a race pass through. So the team had to find a workaround. Hot air balloon was out of the question, so here we are. I'll let Nat and Mike take it from here.
The route I wanted to take is not passable because of private roads. So we're gonna have to reroute and use a bit more of highways, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna see how bad it is or how good it is. Let's go.
Let's go. Highway miles, trucks, cars, switchbacks, no shoulders, fun, fun, fun.
This is called an on-the-bike glove change. Successful, man. Successful. Or almost.
And so it begins.
We're not gonna go to the campground. It's too dangerous to cross. So I was thinking at first to take them there.
What for?
Like to avoid like 1 more K of highway.
Oh!
But then it makes them cross the highway twice.
Twice.
For 1 K of highway, I think it's better for them to stay on the right side and not cross twice, right?
And there's a little chicane up there in the trees. The cars slowed up right down.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we stay on this then.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but...
I know, I would have put a checkpoint in, but...
2 highway crossings.
Okay.
So the team, despite unrelenting uphills, was making some good progress, and while highway riding was not completely unavoidable, they managed to find a turnoff that cut out a good chunk of pavement.
Lovely swimming hole.
While Nat figures out where she is, it's now time to talk to you about our sponsors. This segment is brought to you from Nat and Mike's English and Pop Culture for the Daft.
What's the name of the park here?
Jolly Creek. It's a very, very jolly, happy, jolly place.
Jolly Creek. Jolly means happy? Jolly.
Yes.
Jolly jumper? It was a happy jumper?
Jolly generally means happy.
But Jolly jumper was wasn't he like the horse of Lucky Luke?
I thought a jolly jumper was what you put your baby in and they're boing up and down in the doorway of your kitchen.
The horse of Lucky Luke? You don't know Lucky Luke?
Lukey Luke. Bang bang for Lukey Luke. Remember that?
Like the cowboy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So his horse wasn't it Jolly Jumper?
Sure, if you say so. I just remember Lukey Luke. It was a French cartoon. Yeah.
Oh, was it a French cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I know him.
Why do you think it's called Lukey Luke?
Lucky
Otherwise,
Luke.
Otherwise, yeah, but Lukey Luke is French. You wouldn't say that in English.
Yeah, but like the Smurf, we call them les Schtroumpfs.
Yes, that's because they're originally Swedish or whatever. Norwegian or wherever the strumps come
Yeah,
from.
but like Tintin.
Tintin.
No, Tintin. Tintin et Milou.
Actually, Lucky Luke was created by a Belgian cartoonist, Maurice de Bever. And while we're at it, the Smurfs too were based on a Belgian comic series by the same name, created by a Belgian cartoonist, Peyo.
Yeah, Lucky Luke, French, trust me.
I'm gonna put a checkpoint here at Jody Creek. In the creek. And that would be a good place too, like, because I'm gonna say there's nobody stops on the highway to sleep. Like, this is not a stopping point. So if they're tired, like, some people may want to sleep here before they climb to Baldy. It's kind of protected too from the wind. We can make a fire.
Yeah. Checkpoint, not a transition.
Yes. All right, let's climb.
I see, said the blind man.
And climb they did. The next 4,000 kilometers, or whatever it was on the bike, was an uphill from Jolly Creek all the way to Mount Baldy.
We could spin along here, but let me get half this in.
Pardon?
It's like I can ride neat, but just let me get half of it and then.
Do you understand? What did you say?
I can ride and eat,
Oh, I see.
but let me get half of this in.
I don't think I got any word of that before.
Now you know how we feel with you.
Not a single one. Huh. We could have come up here, Mike. Would have cut like all of that, look.
Yeah. Bring them up there instead of the road.
Well, you know, like the road that I said, I don't know if it keeps going.
Yeah.
Like you can see here on my map, that's that line here.
Yep.
That's that. I mean, I guess the road might be faster climbing than climbing on this and steeper.
I think it comes down to what surface you want them on. Do you want to send them up a sketchy gravel quad track under the power lines?
I think I'm gonna give them the choice.
Or the road, yeah.
And I'm gonna put the checkpoint just at that. If you have that pole there.
Okay.
Power line.
A note to racers, if you didn't see it the first time, there are bears on course.
Power line. Okay. We are at 1285.
So how much have we come up since the last, when you said we had 600 to go, how many of that 600 do we have?
We have a bit less than 500. We're going, I said 1285, and we're going to just under 1750.
So for those of you who've seen earlier episodes, you'll remember that Mike is shaking his head in agreement with the mathematically sound distance and elevation calculations.
So is it 500 in total, no matter how many times you go up and down, or is it 200, 200, 100 to make 500? What's the...
And to answer your question, we are at I'm not sure. Oh, 729.
So a good 400 a bit to get to Maiden.
Just in this paragraph, it's gone from 3
Mm-hmm.
to 5 to 4.
Listen! I read it wrong.
Whee!
I'm kind of hoping that it's going to climb in one shot. And that we're going to get over with, but... How many meters to go? I don't know. I can see some houses already. And that's Baldy ahead of us. The races are going to go. You can see my head to the top of our mountain there. That's one of the checkpoints. We're less than a K away from the parking lot. Exciting! One K, 90 meters up, and we will be at the transition before last and last transition of the race, because from here the races are doing like 10k plus on foot, bushwhacking on Baldy, and then go backing down to the finish. And it's still going to be a bit of a ride, but it's going to be the last leg before the finish, before the beer. Oh, beer. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Been climbing for over 3 hours non-stop. A very, very mean race director. And surprise to you, races, you're gonna go up on foot from now. Oh. Mike didn't want to push, so I left him. I'm suffering. I need my suffering to end. Oh. Oh, God. I think this is where our transition is going to be, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, that was like 1,250 meters of climbing in one shot, man.
Big climb.
This leg is awful. It's 3 hours of climbing non-stop. It's only 3.5 hours, but...
That leg we just did?
Yeah.
Awful. I would have got some more choice words for it.
And then once we got here, we go up on that one there.
Yeah.
We go down there, then up there, down there, and then we come back.
Now let's meet some more of the teams that will be going up, starting in Calgary, Alberta.
Rocky Mountain AR race last year in Expedition Canada, but we built another team to represent our organization, and this is our second team and our second time out in the Okanagan doing this race. But yes, just one of us is race, and 3 of us are new, but we're not new to each other.
Yeah, well, I actually just heard about it from Chris, who obviously did the race last year. But we'd kind of talked about adventure racing in general before. Just heard about the race through Chris, though, how much he enjoyed it. And how.
Well, we can go back a little bit. Me and Jay were going to do an adventure race together, but that adventure race never happened. And then I think it was the weekend that adventure race was supposed to occur that Jay texted me and said, I'm doing this Expedition Canada race. Do you want to join in with us? We need 4 people. You have to decide by the end of the day. And that was it. That's how I found out. Don, I'm not sure how you found out.
I think I sent you the bill, too.
Yeah, you said $1,200. You have 2 hours to decide. That was the full message.
Yeah, so Chris and Jay were just at the local bar one Saturday afternoon, and I thought I'd just pop over for a quick glass of wine. And I think probably 3 glasses in, they started talking about the race, and I was like, I'm in, I'll do it. Like, I'm gonna transfer the money right now, otherwise I know I'll back out tomorrow. So I transferred the money to Jay right away, and that was me done.
I've wanted to participate in an adventure race for like a very, very long time. I watched the original like eco challenges that Mark Barnett put out, and I've wanted to do one personally since then, forever, just to challenge myself and see where I end up. And I've always liked team sports, and it seems like the ultimate team sport. So I'm just excited to compete, push myself.
Like we were biking last weekend, it's just a little bit of duct tape and a can-do attitude right there. Easy enough, right?
I was just going to say, I think one of the goals for me, though, is to do it again. You know?
Yeah.
And I think we're really trying to build on something here. We know we're new and it's not all going to go smooth, but learn from it and do it again. Be better.
3 of us will be first time racing for 3 of us, but 2 of our teammates, which are not present today, raced with each other for a few years in a 24-hour, 30-hour race, I guess, expedition Wilderness Traverse multiple times. Sarah is from Toronto, Cirque. You probably know her. And Ilana Kingsley used to live in Toronto area, but now lives in Alaska when she owns a dog mashing place, and she's actually about to race in Yukon Quest. And Ilana did race Expedition Canada last year with the team, and they finished, as she pointed out, with 3 almost random people, because I think there were so many changes in the team leading up to races, people were dropping out. So last year I did Expedition Oregon, and that was my very first expedition race. And I don't know if you heard about it. It was kind of tough and very cold. There was lots of snow and pushing your bikes through. And it's funny because for me, being a first expeditional race, I didn't really have any expectations. I knew it's going to be tough. And then after I finished, and I raced with Sherry Himes and Brendan Carlton, who are both like had 20 plus years of experience. And then they told me that's one of the hardest races they've done. I thought, oh, I guess that it should be easy after that, right? I think we're going to do our own race and trying to catch up to somebody. And I've seen even my teammates, somebody will passing us, and all of a sudden it's like when the car is passing you on the road and they're trying to speed up. And I'm behind saying, we're still like 20 hours to go in the race. Come on. So I'll have no problems to do that, to remind my teammates. But I don't think in this team that's kind of a goal.
イーストウィンドは1996年にアドベンチャーレースにおける国内第一人者である田中将人がキャプテンとなり創設したプロチームです。現在は田中陽樹がキャプテンを引き継ぎチームをリードしています。で主に海外のアドベンチャーレースに出場しています。このエクスペディションオレゴンので聞いたことからカナダのレースがすごくすごく魅力的でエキサイティングなレースだと知ったので出ようと決めました。初めてです。美しい山、川、湖があり、その自然環境をレースで堪能することが楽しみです。標高が高い場所では雪があるとのことなので、しっかり対策したいです。優勝です。それぞれが全力を出し、チームで協力してゴールを目指すことです。今後のミーティングでのテーマでもあります。一人では弱いが、チームになれば力は無限大に成長すると信じて、スタートラインに立てるかが大切だと考えています。困難な状況でも笑い飛ばせるチームになることが目標です。いえ、ありません。相手にするべきは内なる自分であり、自分たちのチームが乗り越えるべき相手は自分自身です。優勝が最大の目標です。何が起こるのかわからないのがアドベンチャーレース。 たとえ順位が落ちていたとしても、その時その時でベストの判断をして進んでいくことが大切だと考えています。それを繰り返すことで、おのずと良い結果はついてくると考えています。
Alright, now that we've visited Alberta, New York, and Japan, let's head on back to Mount Baldy to see what other versions of ups Nat will put the teams through.
How far do you think the cabin would be from here?
For like full loop, and then back down to the base here, I'd probably say that somewhere around 15-kilometer loop.
Okay, so that would be good. So if I take that cabin, the pond, the top, and maybe a couple in the mountain somewhere, that should get to like 15, 20k?
I think so, somewhere around there.
And you say it goes beyond, right?
And it does
On
go
the
up
other
and
side?
over. You can actually see apex and big white from the top on the backside.
Cool. Well, we're gonna go there. Aren't you happy when we're climbing another mountain today? I could put a checkpoint in that creek. Like a couple of 100 meters down, maybe? I'm laughing at my at the little notes that I'm putting for myself. I would checkpoint 1, creek, up it. I found myself funny. Every time I put a race on, some of my racers are like, oh, every time there's a fork, we know the net is gonna go up. Well, guess what? It's not gonna be different on that one. So we're going up and up. And if people thought that the first edition was taking them to the highest point, well, I just found another highest point. Same height. That's gonna be pretty cool. There may be a bit of snow, but I'm not gonna tell them that. Because otherwise some of them are gonna be mad. It's a shortcut. It is. Almost look like lakey. Ah, yeah. Oh, no, oh, yeah, no, it's not. And it's the pond. It's dry. It won't be in May. That's the name. Maybe I will put it at the end. Is it marshy? Ooh, yeah, I'm getting out.
So I'm standing right in the middle of it.
Is that a little cliff there? It's 1.2k. Oh, we still have a full mountain to climb. We're not even at 2,000 yet. The thing with mean checkpoints is that I have to do it 3 times. One scouting, one placing the checkpoint, and one getting it. This is the cabin, I can't see it much better. Yeah. Goes again. Oh yeah, should be a pond soon.
As much as I
ridge over there, maybe? I know we need to go explore down there. We don't have time today, but I think that would be really good. I'm going to put one in that old cabin. And I want to see that cabin that I was talking about, but that's this side there. We should be able to sit on this ridge. What are you doing, dog? I don't see it.
So while Nat plays a fun game of find the cabin that doesn't exist, let's go back down for an epic ride out.
That was a hell of a lot faster than the first half by like 10 times.
An hour 38 versus 3 hours 38.
3 times as fast.
I think we're going to call this for the day.
What are you going to call it?
Huh?
What are you going to call it?
Pen in my